Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. We welcome you to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Yesterday we started our new lesson government and taxes and we discussed about various government policies. Today we are going to discuss about different types of taxes. Yesterday we discussed that taxes are compulsory payments to government without expectation of direct return or benefit to the taxpayer. Today we are going to discuss about two types of taxation, that is direct taxes and indirect taxes. So first if we take direct taxes, a tax imposed on an individual or organization which is paid directly is a direct tax. The burden of a direct tax cannot be shifted to others. Some direct taxes are income tax, wealth tax, and corporation tax. So next, what is meant by indirect tax? If the burden of the tax can be shifted to others, it is an indirect tax. The impact is on one person while the incidence is on the another person. So therefore, in the case of indirect taxes, the taxpayer is not the tax bearer. So for example, stamp duty, entertainment tax, excise duty, and GST, that is goods and service taxes, comes under this category. So taxes taken directly from an individual or businesses, whereas indirect taxes only when an expenditure is made. Now we are going to discuss about direct taxes. So direct taxes, the examples of some direct taxes are income tax, wealth tax, and corporate tax. First, if we take income tax, is the most common and most important tax levied on an individual in India. So it is charged directly based on the income of a person. So the rate at which it is charged varies depending on the level of income. Next one is corporate tax. This tax is levied on companies that exist as separate entities. Entities means independent from their shareholders. Next, if we move to wealth tax, wealth tax is charged on the benefits derived from property ownership. The same property will be taxed every year on its current market value. The tax is levied on the individuals as well as companies. Now, if we move to indirect tax, we are going to discuss about stamp duty, excise duty, entertainment tax. These are all some of the examples of indirect taxes. So stamp duty, it is a tax that is paid on official documents. For example, if you are going to register marriage or documents related to a property, if you are going to buy a property and if you are going to have any contractual agreements. So during that time tax is collected, that is called stamp duty. Next one, excise duty. An excise duty is any duty on manufactured goods levied at the moment of manufacture rather than at sale. So during manufacturing taxes will be collected. Next one, entertainment tax. It is a duty that is charged by the government on any source of entertainment provided. For example, this tax can be charged on movie tickets, tickets to amusement parks, exhibitions, and even sport events. Next, we are going to discuss about an important and trend, that is GST. GST is Goods and Service Taxes. The Goods and Service Tax, that is GST, it is one of the indirect taxes. The GST was passed in the Parliament on 29 March 2017. The Act came into effect on 1st July 2017. So the motto is One Nation, One Market and One Tax. So goods and service tax is defined as the tax levied when a consumer buys a good or service. So that aims to replace all indirect taxes levied on goods and services by the central and state governments. So it is also a one point tax. Unlike if you take value added tax, which was a multi point tax, so VAT means it is levied at all stages of sale. But if we take this one point tax, it is levied between production and sale of a product. Now, GST, in that we are going to discuss about three structures. So that is CGST, SGST and IGST. So first one we are going to discuss about CGST, that is Central Goods and Service Tax. That is intrastate. Intrastate means within the state. For example, if you take central excise duty, service tax, surcharge, and additional duty of customs, everything comes under this. Next one, SGST. It is State Goods and Service Tax. It is also intrastate. Intrastate means within the state. For example, VAT, purchase tax, entertainment tax, luxury tax comes under this. Third one, IGST, which means Integrated Goods and Service Tax, and it is interstate. There are, if we take our country, there are four major GST rates: 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. Almost all the necessities of like vegetables, food grains are exempted from this tax. Now, how taxes are levied? So we can divide this into three, that is progressive, proportional and regressive. So first one, progressive tax is one in which the rate of taxation increases as the tax base increases. So the amount of tax payable is calculated by multiplying the tax base with the tax rate. When income increases, for example, the tax rate also increases. So this is known as progressive tax. So if you take example of progressive tax, we can take income tax. So income increase, tax also increase. Next one is proportional tax. So tax levied on goods and service in a fixed portion is known as proportionate tax. So all taxpayers contribute the same proportion of their income. So in this method, the rate of taxation is the same regardless of the size of income. So for example, we can take corporate tax. Next, third one, regressive tax. It implies that higher the rate of tax, lower the income groups than in the case of higher income groups. So it is a very opposite of progressive taxation. So tax payment takes a decreasing percentage taxable income as taxable income increases. So example for this regressive tax is sales tax. Next we are going to discuss about black money. Black money is funds earned on the black market on which income and other taxes have not been paid. So the producers or the suppliers they would have evaded the government. So the unaccounted money that is concealed from the tax administrator is called black money. Concealed means hide. Now causes of black money. In that we are going to discuss about various topics. First we are going to discuss about shortage of goods. It is also identified as an important cause. The shortage of goods, whether natural or artificial, it is the root cause of black money. So controls are often introduced to check black money. Next one, licensing proceeding. It is firmly believed that the system of controls, permits, and licenses are associated with maldistribution, that is faulty distribution of commodities in short supply, which results in the generation of black money. Next one, contribution of the industrial sector. Industrial sector has been the major contributor to black money. For example, the controller of public limited company tries to buy commodities at lower prices and get them billed at higher amounts and pockets the difference personally. Next one, smuggling. Smuggling is one of the major sources of black money. So when India had a rigid system of exchange controls, precious metals like gold, silver, textiles, and electronic goods were levied a heavy excise duty. So bringing these goods by evading the authorities, it is called smuggling. So next one, tax structure. When the tax rate is high, more black money is generated. Next one, we are going to discuss about tax evasion. Tax evasion is the illegal evasion of taxes by individuals, corporations, and trusts. So, tax evasion offense entails taxpayers misrepresenting the true state of their affairs to tax authorities to reduce their tax liability and includes dishonest tax reporting, such as if you take declaring less income, hiding profits or gains than the amounts actually earned, or sometimes overstating the deductions. Next, we are going to discuss about taxes and development. So the role of taxation in developing economics is or resource mobilization, reduction in inequalities of income, social welfare, foreign exchange, regional development, control of inflation. So taxation enables the government to mobilize a substantial amount of revenue. So the tax revenue is generated by imposing direct taxes such as personal income tax and corporate tax and indirect taxes such as customs duty, excise duty, etc. Next one, reduction inequalities of income. Taxation follows the principle of equity. So all are equal according to law. Actually, the direct taxes are progressive in nature. Next one, foreign exchange. Taxation encourages exports and restricts imports. Generally, if we take developing countries and even the developed countries, they do not impose taxes on export items. Social welfare. Taxation generates social welfare. So, social welfare is generated due to higher taxes on certain undesirable products. For example, if you take alcoholic products. Next one, regional development. Taxation plays an important role in regional development. Tax incentives such as tax holidays for setting up industries in backward regions. To certain extent, they will not collect taxes in that case, and which induces business firms to set up industries in that backward region. So due to that, that region will develop. Next one, control of inflation. Inflation means rise in price. Taxation can be used as an instrument for controlling inflation. Through taxation, the government can control inflation by reducing the tax of the commodities. Okay, children, we discussed about types of taxes. We discussed about black money, causes of black money, and we discussed how the government is mobilizing the taxes collected for the development of the state or a country. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, children.